Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Alps Panorama at the Northern Sea here in Farming Simulator 19. We're dead center. I don't know if that's carefully calculated. It could actually be carefully calculated because compaction is such a big problem these days. With the big heavy machinery that people use, compaction is one of the biggest problems that they have in farming. It is one of the biggest issues. And by having the spout this long, what it means is that we've got exactly the right distance from the combine to the trailer so that we can travel on the tracks that the combine has previously made. That's quite an interesting point. Now, I am slightly a little bit away from the combine, and I'm wondering if that's why he put the spout away. It might also be because of the amount of grain that is in the tank there. But it's very, very interesting that we are able to travel on the straw from the previous run. And we're not having to travel with our wheels sort of going over the straw. We're able to travel right down the middle of that run. And I suspect that that is quite a deliberate thing. That's why that spout is so long. Because then you're travelling on exactly the same tracks that the combine travelled down, which in turn is going to give you a much reduced issue with compaction. And this is a big thing. It's a lot of things on different farms are sort of these days geared around getting the tractors to only travel where the combine has travelled. When people are doing the grain cart job, they're being asked to only travel where the combine had travelled because it makes it easier. You're less likely to have any problems. So it's quite an interesting thing seeing that going on. Well, we can watch the combine for a bit as it fills up. It is going to take a while to do this field. I have seriously considered leasing a second one, but I don't think we'll do that. What I'm going to do in a minute is I'm going to start doing some more mowing. I think that we could do some more mowing. Because if we take a look at that, that is like ready to go. We're not going to get any more than that. And we could mow those 3 fields, make some more hay, and then we've got extra that's in sheds and it's all ready to go. I mean, even if we don't do that, I also said to you about the 2 machines in here that we could possibly use. Rather than using hay, instead use the global company machine. The cow feed mixer, everybody said yes. Some of you said don't use the hay dryer machine. And this one is actually the one that has been modified for our for the live streams. So someone on the Discord has actually altered this one, so it no longer takes wood chips. You don't have to feed it into wood chips. It's now electrically operated, so you just got to tip the grass into it. So we could use that one to do it, and quite a few people have said that they would like to see that one. Other people have said no, they don't think we should use the hay dryer, but it was almost unanimous on using the cow feed mixer. So anyway, I was talking about the whole Christmas thing. So yeah, I'm trying to get ahead on all of my recordings all the way through so that I can have 7 days off at Christmas. That's the plan. So there will be a little bit of a delay between me asking things on videos and then being able to give you the answers and give you the feedbacks that I've gotten. Don't worry, I'm still getting the answers, I'm still getting the feedbacks, I'm still reading comments and everything on YouTube. It's just that there's just a delay between the recording and the answers and stuff. But it's all still going on. So do not fear. Do not panic. It's all good. Now, the second line up here. I think, really, we'd be able to do this if we just sort of went out half a width on there. I think it would cover everything. I don't think we need to go up too far in order to be able to get everything to work. As long as that one doesn't overcorrect too much there, it should flow round fairly. I mean, it doesn't really matter because we'll bring the rake out onto the field and then that one will deal with everything. So yeah, I'm sort of thinking we don't really need to worry too much about the landscaping down there. I just need to move the edge of the field away from the road. That's our biggest issue right now, is the edge of the field is in slightly the wrong place. So long as I move that out, everything will all be tickety-boo. The only problem with it is if we... Well, we're only going to have one Courseplay course on this field for now. And that's going to be when I put the hay on here. So I'm going to be doing that now soon. That's 80%. Let's go and get the next trailer. The next trailer full. We'll go and empty out. That's not really going to be a problem. We can redo that. And I am going to keep persevering with Courseplay. Fear not. I said that I would. So I will keep doing it. Even if I don't particularly like Courseplay myself. I'm going to keep persevering with it. And yeah, so the hay, I'm thinking we should buy the hay dryer, but I also want to buy the new cattle pen and move the cows from where they are to the new pen, so, and both the new pens, and almost everybody said if I'm going to move them, put them over by the pigs, out in the field out there. There's just enough room, it's a small field, that seems to be the perfect spot. It's also close to all of the other feed that we would be using, so it is an ideal spot to go and put it. Just out over there. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put our cattle pens out there, and we'll move both. We'll put both of them. We'll build a new one, and then I'll move a load of the cows from the old pen into the new one. What I'm actually going to need to do is I'm going to need to build 2 new cattle pens, and then move all the cows, and then once I've done that, sell the old pen so we get some money back. But it's going to be quite... It's not going to be the easiest thing in the world to do, is it? It's absolutely not going to be the easiest thing in the world to go and do, because it's going to take a while to move the cows between them. Plus, we also need quite a large amount of capital in order to do it. I'm aware that I'm on dollar dues again, and I shouldn't be. For this series, I should be on Euro dues. So let me change that over a minute. Right, that's all changed over. Now we can lower that trailer down again and then switch over and unhitch that one. I pull out of there. And then we go and get the truck and we go and empty it. Nice and simple. I like this system. I like how this works so that we don't have to drive the truck on the field. And we don't have to put the trailer on the field either. If you were doing more road work, the other benefit to that is that you wouldn't be getting the wheels on the trailer absolutely lagged in mud. If they're all covered in mud, it's absolutely not a good thing at all. You don't want that one to be plastered in mud and then going out onto the road. Now, I know I've got the wide tyres on this trailer and on the truck as well, but it's still going to have less compaction issues using that over there with the tractor than it is with this one right here. So let's go and tip out a second, and then we should be back just in time to get another lot from the combine. He's just going on his 3rd time around the field, and I think we'll leave it do 3 times around the field, and then after that we will start it working up and down one side of the field. So I think 3 times is about right for what we want. And as soon as we've as soon as we've tipped this one, I think we can get the old Zerion out of the shed over there and start doing some more work over there. Transformer, there we go. I really like this trailer. I don't know why. There's something about this trailer that is quite pleasing to the eye. It looks quite cool, I think. I'm very pleased with this trailer. The decoration over it is quite good, but overall, the trailer looks pretty good anyway. Look at that. And those things look really good when you tip them in real life as well. There's something about the massive, great big rams on the front that just look quite cool. I've never quite known what it is. I couldn't tell you what it is, but I still think they look quite cool. Now we'll run this one back up to the field. Now he's on 73% full already, so chances are by the time we get back to the field, hitch the tractor in onto this trailer, we're not actually going to be able to do very much with it, but we'll see. We'll see how we get on. I'll bring you round. If I get the hay dryer and install that one, we're not going to have to worry about a whole load of extra work drying the hay and doing all of the other bits. All we're going to need to do is mow the grass and then ferry it back to the hay dryer. And that does mean that we're going to have to use the the old, what do you call it? The forage wagon. The forage wagon's what we'll need for that. We will have to use the forage wagon to bring it back, but that should be reasonably quick. And we're also, I'm going to look at doing that with Courseplay as well. I'll set up the course for mowing on the field, and then we use the same, because we got to make sure that we save it. What I did previously was I didn't save the course properly. And so because I didn't save it, it meant that it didn't generate properly. So I bring that one back onto there and hook that one on, and then I want to go to, actually if I have that on the trailer and I press V, no, it doesn't work. So I need to change, I need to press G and move it through, and then I can lift the trailer up like that. Combine has stopped, so we'll go racing back up round there. Once he's completed his third round, we'll start running up and down one side. Probably just do this side down here, it'll be easier. Rather than go, I was thinking maybe we'd do this long run down here, but I don't think that's going to benefit us, not really. So we'll go up through here. And it's good that the hired help, I know we got the vehicle extension rather than the standard hired help, but it is good that it's ignoring the all of the little patches in the field. So there is that, that's quite a good thing, ignoring all of those patches. Because if it wasn't ignoring those patches, it would be stopping and lifting out, and I suspect that the standard hired help would indeed be doing weird things like that, stopping and lifting out and trying to turn round at the wrong time and all sorts of weird things. It does tend to do that from time to time. That being said, we don't know for a fact that it would do that, so there's no point in judging just yet. Let's not be too judgmental. We'll just keep running along as we are. Wow, the Lexian does empty out pretty quick. Right, it's already down to 20%. I thought when it stopped, when we were doing this the last time around, it stopped because we drifted too far away. It might have just been because it emptied. There, it's empty now. Although I'm just going alongside it, and now I'm just having some of the grain trickle in from the tank. There we go. Right, that's gone to 50%. I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to leave that one go for a minute. And we'll let the combine just carry on. I'm going to ignore it for a minute. And instead, I'm going to go down to this one. I'll bring you out of the shed. And we're going to start you on your next task. Now, there's a couple of things that I want to do. First and foremost, this field over here is a very, very small field. I've got several fields here. Right? I don't have courses for them all. And I've been advised on different ways that I can set up courses and do all sorts of different things with this to make it work and make it work well. I've listened to some of this advice, and I may actually be able to do something with it. I may not. I don't know. But let's see if I can just open this stuff up to start with. And open you up like that. And now, see if I can remember everything that I was taught. Why is that one? Huh, okay, not quite sure why that was doing that. I don't want to leave it spread, so our first task... Oh, wait, there was another thing that people told me that I haven't been doing. The spreader width. I've not been spreading these out as wide as they can go. This is something that people have been telling me for a while, that I haven't been doing, and that I should be doing, that I can spread them out like that. And because I've got the right mouse button to open Courseplay, when I use the right mouse button on there, that does change that round, but that's fine. Okay, left control Y is toggle work mode. So I want to do that, and that's going to close that in. And I've now got a wider mowing width than I had previously. Now, I don't know if this is going to leave a wider... a wider swath being left behind. I don't know about that. We'll have to wait and see. Now, what I should do here, I don't need to calculate current field's edge path, apparently. It will just do it automatically because we're on a numbered field. So I don't need to do that bit. I don't need to do course recording. We're on the field work section there. I just need to go to course generation, like this. Currently loaded course. I don't want that one on field edge path. I want... Wait, field... I'm not on field 3. I'm on field 2. Okay. That's the field edge path number 2. That's the one I'm on. So I don't know, maybe I need to do that. As field edge path number I've got there. Add field 2's edge path to list. Let me do that a minute then, and then go course generation. Oh, I see. Right, that's now added that one to the list. So we've got that one in there. And then starting location, current vehicle position. That'll be fine. Starting direction, automatic. Headland. We will do 3 passes around the headland. Headland corners, smooth. Field center, up and down. Skip rows. 1. Now, multiple tools, I think I only use that. I want to set that to 9.6 meters. The multiple tools, as far as I know, I use that one only when I've got extra tractors. I don't think I need to put multiple tools going now. Skip rows. If I don't skip any rows, it will just go up and down. So if I skip 1 row, that should make it easier when we come back over and we use the course again. As far as I know. Generate field course. There. So I've got a little tiny field course right on there. Now I go back and I go save current course. So I will go field to mowing. Now, I've got to remember that I've got the mowers extended for this. So, field 2 mowing, like that. Now, if I say drive course, start course, next... If I say drive course, will it automatically start the mowers up for me? It does. Automatically starts the mowers up for me, and then it goes out to the edge, and... It is running on the very edge of the course. It's going all the way around. I know the combine is full now. It looks like it's not leaving too wide a cut on, too wide a swath down, but we'll see on the corners when we come round to it. The interesting thing is going to be not doing this bit, but when we come back and we use the course again, and we have our, what do you call in there? The forage wagon. That's going to be the interesting bit, is when the forage wagon comes over it. So we'll find out about that, whether or not the forage wagon can actually pick everything up. This appears to be going round and doing everything on it, as it should. It's going to go up through there, and yes, it's gone through that bit very nicely. And it's going to come over to here. So it does leave a little tiny bit out on the edges, but overall it's pretty good. It's a sharper corner up here, so I'm wondering if he's going to stop, pick up, and turn. No, he's just going to cruise around the corners easily. But what about this corner? Is he going to stop and pick up, or is he going to try and turn the corner? Because if he tries to do a turn... Is he no, he's not leaving any grass uncut. Okay, that seems to be working. So I'm going to go this way now to this tractor, and... I need to go on down to the other side of the hill down there so that we can unload the combine again. Then we've got to take this one back, and we've got to tip this one out. And then once we've done that, we will come back over, and we'll probably be ready to move the mower to another field, which means that then I can go and get another tractor, and this time we will be using Sour Skittles. We'll get Sour Skittles on the case, and Sour Skittles will go along and... will... Okay, steady, going around that corner. Sour Skittles will come along and will have the silage going. Now, what I can do with Courseplay is I can have it going over the field and filling up. And then once it's filled up, it should automatically go and tip out where I want it to go and tip out. But I think I've got to, like, make another course of that and then combine courses together. So that bit I don't know how to do. But in theory, it would be possible for me to do it. Now, if I'm to have... This is big scale, right? The whole point of this series is go big or go home. We need to go big. which means that we're going to need to have more than just a couple of hired helps. We're going to be wanting to be able to entrust our workers with going on and doing everything on their own. So this does, unfortunately for me, mean that I do have to learn how to use Courseplay better than I can use it at the moment, which in turn means that I'm going to have to know how to... Okay, I wasn't expecting it to fling out round there like that. It does mean in turn that I'm going to have to know how to set up these courses and have them like going round the field and doing all of the bits and pieces that they need to do in the fields, so that we can go through and do everything that we need to do in there. Now, I've got to keep an eye on that combo. We'll go up here and we will unhitch this one again. And we'll stop up there. It's getting a little bit laggy with that one working in the field at the same time as this one working in the field, but I don't think that's causing us any major problems. Let me bring that up to there like that, and then we lower it down. And then I switch to the trailer and unhitch the trailer again. And I move that through. So yeah, that mower down there, he should be doing every other run, because that's going to be the same course then that we're going to use for the forage wagon. And we are going to use the hay thing. We're going to use the hay dryer. I just think it's going to be a better option for us. It's going to be a little bit faster. So I'll bring you down this way. And I'll hook you into here. Like this. And... right, I want to go to you, Control H, and quickly switch it over to that one. So as soon as it gets to that end, I should have done this already. As soon as it gets to that end, it's just going to turn around and go back down this side of the field. It is indeed going to go back down this side of the field. You are doing a magnificent job over here, doing every other run. It has left some bits out on the corners, by the look of it. But there's not a lot that... I suppose I could change my settings so that I don't have it doing sharp corners or something like that. Alright, I'm not quite sure what it's doing there, but we'll leave it go. And I need to take you. Let's close you over. And we're going to run back to the farm with this one. It's going to be interesting to see what it does with Courseplay when I've got the next bit going. And how I'm going to, like, set that up. But I also need to get a hay dryer in place. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to need a hay dryer. And so I'm kind of thinking that I need to cut the field over there where we're going to be putting stuff. So then I've got room to put more stuff. So I bring you onto here. And stop there. And while that's tipping, I just want to do this a minute. Right, we go into there, and we'll get this hay dryer a second. Because what I want to show you... people have said that you think I should put the cattle pens out here, and that we would actually have room for putting the mixed feeder out over here somewhere. So it's close to the silage, it's close to our shed where we're storing the hay at the moment. We can't move those fences, but we will be able to just sort of come in through. So maybe we'll want to put that one there, and then put the cattle pens over here and out over here somewhere. But this is where the majority of people said put the cattle pen. So that one will be sold, and we'll put a cattle pen out here. The mixed feeder will go up there. And then we've got a hay dryer. Now, the hay dryer, I'm sort of thinking that one would go here somewhere as well. Maybe we could put the hay dryer over here somewhere. I think this might be a good spot to put it, actually. Put it there somewhere. And a Courseplay course could run through that fairly simply, I would have thought. This field would no longer exist. We'll get rid of the whole field. And we'll concrete it out, or just turn it into a dirt surface or something like that to start with. And then that cattle pen will be removed. I'm not sure what we will do with that. What we might do is we may end up having 2 pig pens. Right, we got 1 pig pen here. We're getting a second cattle pen. Go big or go home, remember? So a second pig pen wouldn't hurt, and then that one could go over there. So we keep the pig pens inside the yard here, and then the cattle are out here closer to all of the feed, and we've got a double lot of those as well. I think that would work quite nicely. So if I was to put this one down over here, then unloading it would also work. That would be back over this side. I'm thinking this would be a good idea. We drop this one down here. So then I need to have a look around here and see exactly how we're going to place it. So we don't want to rush this. I'm going to put it out sort of like this, but I need to make sure I got enough room around the back to be able to get in there with a fair-sized trailer. I'd say about here, and I've still got room to swing around the back of that with a big trailer so that we can put that into the mixed feeder. I think there is a good spot now. I can lower it down or I can raise it. Lowering it down, that's going to push down ever so slightly on the surrounding area, but that's going to put a big significant step up in places there. Because it's there is a bit of a slope here. So I'm thinking there, and then we can blend out afterwards. There it is. I've done it. I've gone and placed down a hairdryer. We've got a hairdryer in place. That's done. Why aren't you... Ooh. Well, there's an interesting development, ladies and gentlemen. We've only got 100,000 capacity, and we have filled up that capacity to the brim. So that means I need to go and get another silo. I need a large silo extension, which is 90,000. We've got a standard hayloft there, which takes 250,000. But that one, you put hay into it, and you take hay out of it. The other one that we've got, that makes hay. You just put grass into it, and so it's altogether better. So this one here, I need to put an extension down. And this is kind of why we want our farm over here to be changing round. So for now, I don't want to put it there. I'm not going to be able to open anything up. I do need to put this one over here. I could drop this right into the cattle pen. That's not an ideal situation to be in, dropping that in the cattle pen at all. So we're going to have to put it here for now. And then we've got room over here. I can put 20 of these down if I need to. But if I drop that one there, we've got room that we can still get round it. And it's not going to interfere with anything too drastically, I'm hoping. And we should now have some more storage. Let's have a look. Have I now got... I have now got more storage. I've now got a capacity of 200,000 litres of everything instead of 100,000. So we're going to need more than just that one. That one is going to end up having to be sold and moved. You can stop there a second. I want to go... No, I want to go this way. Because there's the Lexian Combine, and then there's the tractor, and here is the Xerion. Why? Oh, I know why he stopped. So I want to go there, and I want to go stop driver, like that. He stopped because he hasn't sort of tweaked that the thing is on the back. But that's all right. I'll cope with that. I'm sure there is a way around that. Let me... start that and lower it, because the front one has actually done everything it's supposed to do. It's only the back one that hasn't. So we'll turn that one off. So that's done there. That course is done. That's all finished. So next up, I'm going to go over to this one over here on field 1. And I'm going to go over onto this corner right here. I'm going to stop there. And I'm going to do something similar to what I did previously. Clear current course. Now, if I go to course generation and I look in here, I got field 2 and I got field 3. I don't have the field 1 option, so calculate current... Well, that's about all we've got time for in today's episode, so we're going to go and take a little bit of a break. We need to chill out on the beach, relax, and build up some strength. So while we're doing that, if you've enjoyed the episode, then could you please head down below and give us a like? And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.